So, first thing you got the plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Just gonna take your foot, push down, back. You could even get a kettlebell if you've got a light enough one. I don't really know what the lightest you've got. I think maybe if you've got 5 or less, you can use a little bit of weight. Back, control. Then you'll just go side to side. If you want to get a little bit more, you can take your hands and help push, facilitate a little bit extra stretch. From there, you've got standing hip flexion. You can just hold on to your rack, whatever you've got. You're just going to kind of push that knee up, hold for a little bit, and control back down. Obviously, as much as you can. You don't need to go crazy with your hip. From there, you've got standing hip extension. So usually I like to stand on a plate so you've got a little bit of room. You're just going to kind of push that leg back a little bit and then just push that hip forward with that same leg. From there, you've got the standing hip IR, ER. You're going to raise your leg again as much as you can. Does not need to be perfect. Bring it in. Kind of see in. Out. From there, you've got standing hip adduction, abduction. Just gonna, again, bring that leg out as much as you can and just kind of bring it over. So really just kind of like leg swings, but just go a little slower and controlled. Right from there, you've got the front foot elevated hip extensions. So it doesn't need to be this height, whatever it may be. Just gonna bring that leg up and again, just kind of extend, push that hip forward and rock back. Got bird dog holds the foot against the wall next. For that, you're just going to get into the standard bird dog position. Make it so. You can kick that leg right out. And then brace. You can go into the living room if you can't find room in the garage, but I know you'll have room now. PVC, good morning. Obviously, if you can't do the morning, do the RDLs, whatever. You really don't even need a PVC. Just kind of get a little bit of a hip hinge. You know, either go to a wall, something like that. But if you're going to use a PVC, just focus on the hinge movement itself. After that, I've got the protractions, retractions. This is kind of what I thought you had in the scapulations. Just kind of back, forward. No bending from the arms. You said the shoulder rolls were no good. That's completely fine. Now the PVC sheets. You're going to hold your hand at the top, the other hand right towards the middle, and then you're just going to kind of raise up. Obviously, you're not going to have a crazy range of motion. That's fine. As I'm doing this arm right here, I'm still pulling back and maintaining tension and stability throughout that shoulder. The shrug to overhead, you don't need to use the PVC. If you want to, you can. It's just that shrug up, overhead. If not, just kind of go up, shrug up, and up. Limit the range of motion. If you can just do the shrugs, that is fine as well. Anything that you can do, you can always regress that as needed. Finally, the wall slides. Wall, so you can see a little better. Wall slides are going to be right by the wall. Forearms are going to be in a straight line. Better. I hope nobody else watches this on YouTube other than you. And as you are climbing up, I'm actively pulling down on my shoulders. And then control. This should not be a crazy long range of motion. A lot of people tend to just go right up. I don't want that, so you're staying tight. Control up, and then back down. Please do these, you old fuck.